In this training, we're going to talk about how do we customize the way our blog page looks, how do we add special features to our blog post, and how do we actually link to our blog from our funnels or sites. And so if you remember from our last training, we created our Coaching Secrets blog and we actually added our very first post. And so we're going to go over the next thing, which would be editing this blog site. So I've selected the blog site and we have our Coaching Secrets post here, and you see the category that it's under. And then what we're going to do is we want to look and see what this looks like on the actual blog site. Now remember, a blog is supplemental to your main site. For most, 99% of people, this is going to be a supplemental page for any main site or funnel that you're using. And so you want to just design it to match the feel and the look of your other pages, so that it just continues to have a nice flow. So we're going to show you that. So we're going to click on Edit Blog Site. And what this is going to do is it's going to open up our site builder, but it's going to be specific for our blog site. And you'll see there are two pages here. So I want to show you this now. We're going to click here and you'll see there's the blog home and then there's the blog post. So we're going to start with the blog home. So when someone comes to tophealthcoachsecrets.com/blog, this is the page that they're actually going to be directed to. And you'll see there's already an element that's been added to this page, and it is your blog post element. So on the left-hand side, you'll see you have different other blog items that are added here that you won't see on other pages, but this is your blog post element. So there are two ways you can edit this particular page. Well, there's multiple ways you can edit it, but there's two looks this can have. So the first is our standard look, and you'll see this has got, and these are just examples because as you recall, we only have one post on ours, but it is giving you the main heading image, the main headline image, the headline or the title for the post, information on who actually published the post, the date of the post, and that intro description that you wrote when you first created the post. And then obviously the categories and the read more. So this is our standard look. It's a grid look, and I'll show you here in a second how we can change either of those. But let's go ahead and look on the right-hand side. In our post editor, we can see the compact look. So this is another style of blogging that gives you that compact look where it moves the image to the right and it just changes. So just decide which of these you like. Now, maybe you like the standard, but you want to make some adjustments to it. So for example, we can change the number of columns from 2 to 3, and we can make it, they'll be a little bit smaller, but you see a little bit more on the page. Additionally, maybe you don't want to show the images. You can remove those images. Or maybe you don't want to show the tags. You can remove the tags. You have the ability to turn on and off any of the items that you want to turn on and off. Additionally, you can come into styles and you can change some of the background colors here. You can change how the image is centered. You can go through and change all of the other items. You can change the background color or the tag color if you'd like. So let's say I want to make the tag color let's go black. Okay, let's do our favorite color for our brand, which is 1, 2, 3. It's going to be, we're going to click on it. We're going to change it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, just like that. And then we go, but wait, now you can't read it. No problem. We can change the font color here. And we're just going to do this as F, just like that. And now you can read it. Now all of our categories are black. We can also change the size of our tag area here. So make them 7 if we want to. I'm going to make them 10. And we can change the color as well. We can change if they're bolded or not. We can change if we want them all capitalized or if we want them to be just the first letter capitalized or all lowercase, or if you want to strike through things, like just get rid of all the formatting, but we're not going to. You can change the font title here if you want to. So default font, I could change it if I wanted to my favorite font. Okay. I've done that, and so on and so forth. You can go through each of the areas and you can change all of the items that you want to change. Okay, a lot of things you can change here. Change the way the published date looks. So I can actually change it to the year if I want, and it'll start like so. I like the month, day. So there's so many different places that you can make adjustments if you want to, and you can walk through and do all of that. Okay, and the advanced area is really just us making the advanced, adding a border or a background color. You can do all of those things just like we do on any of our other sections. Same thing here. We can actually say, I just want you to show certain categories. So I can say you can show stress management only or show all posts. It's up to you. We're going to do all. And we're going to turn them off and not select any, and you'll be just fine. It'll show everything. And then finally, same thing here. Nothing changes when we go to this order. So it's just a matter of which look you like better. Okay. So we're going to leave it like this, but maybe you want to do more. Don't worry, you totally can. You could add a headline to this like so, and you can say the social connector blog. I'm sorry, our health coach secrets blog, right? And you could add that. You could add another section that's blog related. We give you some extra blog related sections. So you have all of your posts here, but maybe you have some featured posts that you want to use. You can actually add a featured post. So maybe you've got one here, and then again, you can change how this is situated and how it's ordered. You can select a published blog post. So boom, now this will be my featured post. So now I've chosen the post that I want to be featured on my site, and you can do that. You have, again, styles. You can come through and change all the styles here on this, and very similar to how we changed them here, but now I've got this featured post on my page, right? So you can add those things. You could add other sections. So if I wanted to come through and maybe I wanted to add an about me page. So you could come down in here and we'll do the about section here, and I come down and I could just add an about section, right? And then now I've got this about section here where now you know all about Jeremy. So you can add all this look to your blog to make it really unique. So that's how you customize your homepage. But let's say you want to customize the way your posts look. So I should save this. So we're going to save this. And then let's go ahead and let's click on our pages, and we're going to go to the blog post. And it's still saving. No big deal here. There we go. Let's click on the blog post. Now, this is the formatting of your blog post, okay? So remember, this is giving us an example. So right here, this is your blog content. So that is right away, obviously, you're not going to change that. It's got to have blog content on there, so you don't want to change those things. But maybe what you could do is maybe you want to give people a way to share your blog post. So if you want to, people are going to love this and they're going to want to share it. So what we can do is we can add an element here, and we could say social share. So if I add the social share now I can choose to say you can share this via mail, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, which is X. I don't really want to use that one, let's say, and so I'm going to get rid of it. And I can change my styles a little bit. So I can come in and go, I want it to be rounded. And what this will do is it'll actually share a link for people right to your social media, let them share this particular post right to social media. Not only that, but you come down here, you're going to see highlighted share. So if we go in and if we tell them, if they highlight a section of the text, when they share it, it'll actually highlight that section when they share it, which is pretty cool. And you can actually come in here and you can tell them to do that, right? So highlight your favorite section and share it. And so now you'll have this particular you'll have added this, but maybe even more so, maybe you always want to add like an image somewhere. So you can do that as well. You can add, or maybe you want to add a menu. So let's add a section here, and let's do a pre-built section, and let's use our mega menus header. So I'm going to come over here to our pre-built section, and let's use this one here. And maybe this is something that you actually have already built in. So now I've got this menu here, and this is kind of big. So let's go ahead and delete that. And we're going to delete this. We don't care about this. Or maybe I do, and I can say this is my blog or whatever here. But let's just delete this whole section here. But now we've got these great menus, and I can come through and I can add all these awesome links and things like that in my blog. Again, I'd recommend you do that for all your pages. So you would want the same menu everywhere. So maybe you create a menu section template like we've talked about in our other trainings, and you do that. But now you've got a menu here that'll take them back to your main page. So there's so many things you can do on all of this. And so now let's just go ahead and preview it just so you get a feeling for what this is. So I'm going to click on the preview button here, or publish, excuse me. Let me publish it. Okay, so now it's published. So now if we go to our site, so let's come in here to our blog home. And let's just click right here to go to our blog. So now we've got remember, we created a featured post. So I should actually put a heading here that says featured post. And now you see all these things. If I click the read more button on this post, It's going to take me there, and here's our menu that we just added. Come down here to the bottom, and let's say I highlighted this piece right here. I'm like, oh, this is really good. And now I want to share this to Facebook. It's going to open up my Facebook now, and it's going to let me share this post right here. So you have all these really cool ways that you can share, like, hey, check this out. You can help your people do that. So that is how easy it is to create your blog and now add it. Now, the final thing we want to show you is, okay, so how do we actually link this in our other sites? How do we get to our blog? It's really simple. So let's go into our funnel that we've built in previous trainings. Let's just go to our funnels. And let's go ahead and go to our wellness coaching page. And let's go to our first page, just as an example here. And let's edit this page. And now here we have this. Let's actually create a button, a link here. And this is kind of an advanced menu, so probably not the best one to start with, but let's just add a new item to our menu. New menu, and we're going to call this blog. And what is our blog website? So what's our blog website? So you have these options here. We're going to go blog website. We're going to go to new website, and we're going to go right here. And let's go back because I don't remember it. So there it is. We're just going to add this menu button right here. And for now, let's open in a new page. And here's our blog right here. Okay. And so let's save this. And this is just one way. You could do it as a button. You could do it as a basic menu. You have so many options here. And so I'm going to click on this to preview. And just like this, there's our blog. I select the blog and boom, it takes us right there. And that's how easy it is to add your blog anywhere. And then if you had another menu here that brings you back to home, it would bring you right back to home. So you can totally easily connect your blog anywhere that you're using it. So now you know how to create a blog, how to edit that blog, how to add posts, as well as how to link it to existing funnels and to customize it to look perfect.